long stream it is going to be a fact. I don't trust everything I see. Rangers. The administrative party has warrants for his arrest. So, because whatever he did here when he was here, after he came to Texas Rangers, I don't know what the fuck he did, who he pissed off, and what he said or what he did. Tell me about these warrants. I went on reading on the warrants. It states under the Texas Rangers office, under the head of Texas Rangers, any civilian, Joe Biden with the gun to him, and Secret Service cannot touch us. Here's the thing. I appreciate the offer, Texas Rangers. But here's the thing I have to tell you: your citizen ain't gonna let y'all have him. We're just gonna hang you his dead body. We're just gonna do what we do the pedos down here. Take it. But you ain't getting Joe Biden alive. Sorry, but not sorry. I don't give a fuck how big that warrant is. Ain't no damn redneck down here gonna give you him alive. You know, I don't give a fuck how big. Like I said, I don't give a fuck how big that warrant is. The only fucking people that fucking here in Texas that vote for him are some of my generation and some of the millennials that are fucking stupid as fuck. That needs their ass fucking beat. I would personally fucking do it. Who? I wasn't trying to get you wake up. I wasn't trying to fuck with Lily. Lily started barking on her own. So don't start jumping my ass. No, you came in here and cocked the attitude with me. That shit ain't taking you out. Lay down. Lay down.
Like it never happened.
Y'all wonder why I haven't been able to give me lately. Why I didn't RP yesterday. Anybody believe I'm not P? Y'all wonder why I didn't RP yesterday? There you go. That's why. Yeah. I don't trust everything I see on TikTok, so I was like, you know what, fuck it. Since they say it was signed off by DPS themselves, Department of Public Safety, which is also part of Texas State Troopers, I went to look it up. I was like, you know what, fuck it, why not? Yeah, DPS and Texas Rangers signed off on it. If y'all don't know who the fuck Texas Rangers here in the state of Texas, this was this way. We don't use federal officers to take your ass down. We have our own special division called the Texas Rangers. The state of Texas is the only fucking state that can have a division like this. They are federal officers for the state of Texas. No, and they're not like Walker Texas Rangers. That's just fucking old. Yeah, no. Close, but not really. There used to be state troopers that got promoted up to detectives. More or less, they're detectives on federal levels. And here's the thing with the thing being done with Texas Rangers having a warrant issued, and then apparently come to find out U.S. Marshals denied the warrant. Like for them to go to the White House or where Biden is and arrest him. Texas Rangers can step up and do it themselves because they're technically our federal. They are federal police for the state of Texas. So knowing it's now a warrant issued by the Texas Rangers on to let the civilians step in and arrest Joe Biden and anybody of his administrative that comes there, shit's about to hit the fucking fan. That's all I can say. If Texas has gone that far and issued warrants for Biden's arrest, shit's about to hit the fucking fan. Something's not right. If y'all know about the state of Texas, during the fucking snowstorm, I find this funny, okay? Listen closely. During the snowstorm, Greg Abbott, our governor, went rogue. He turned against us. Why? Okay. Give me a minute. Alright. Anyways, Greg Abbott, our governor, went rogue on us. Then also Ted Cruz left. He left. He left the state of Texas and went on a fucking vacation. Keep in mind, 2 days prior before the snowstorm hit. 2 days prior. They were saying Texas' snowstorm was not legit. Yes, granted, we get snow. Stay below zero for a week. State of Texas stayed below zero for a week. At night. and barely got up in the teens during the day. And we had snow and ice constantly on the ground for a week. State of Texas don't do that. Here's the thing, this was not a normal snowstorm for the state of Texas. And the reason I'm talking about this, it's been everywhere. So I'm allowed to talk about this. It's been everywhere. I don't give a fuck who tells me, oh, you shouldn't be talking about this. Bitch, it's everywhere. I'm talking about it. There is a machine up in Alaska that belongs to our government that they can cause weather to happen. Here's the thing, you know what's so funny about this too? 3 weeks, or maybe a month or so, before that snowstorm magically hit the whole United States, but mainly was targeted towards Texas. Texas was trying to leave. We were trying to concede. We was taking southern states with us, one of them being Louisiana. It was fucking frozen. It was solid. Oklahoma being another one. Here's the thing, the reason they mainly target Texas is because Texas concedes. United States is fucked. They will fall. People say this, I've heard it over and over and over. If Texas leaves, the United States won't fall, Texas fall, blah, 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 and they'll come crawling back to us. No, bitch. Listen up, motherfuckers. Most of your power and shit comes off of Texas's private power grid. We own our own fucking water, we own our own fucking electricity, and we own our own fucking gas. So if we wanted to fucking leave, we can fucking leave the United States and hang them dry, out to dry. The only reason Texas is still here is sadly Trump is giving us hope. If it wasn't for Donald J. Trump giving Texas hope, Texas would have fucking left. We would have left and told the United States to go fuck off. We don't need federal help. We don't need FEMA. We don't need none of that bullshit. Texas can strive as its own country. Texas has not just been its own country once, but twice. Actually, 3 times. We have been our own country 3 times. When we originally seceded from the Union. Texas did not join the Confederacy when we seceded from the Union. The Confederacy was already a thing. We seceded from the Union after the Confederacy already did. We became our own country again. We was our own country for 4 years. The Confederacy needed our help to take over some of the Union's stronghold. Texas joined to help them. After the Confederacy failed and most of the states went back to the Union, Texas did not. Texas was not bought out by America. Texas stayed its own country for another 3 years. Till, sadly, we had to go back. It's not because we needed the United States. United States needed us. They needed us, so Texas had to go back. Here's the thing, Texas was not bought. Like Louisiana Purchase. Louisiana was bought by the United States. Texas was not bought. Texas was once its own country from Mexico. We stayed like that for several fucking years before we joined the United States. We wasn't bought out by the United States. We joined. See, that's where history is fucking wrong, and most of you dumbass Gen Z fuckers think that, oh, Texas is what belongs to the United States, we can't leave, that would be treason. We wasn't bought. We joined. 2 different things. Bought, join. Bought, join. Other retarded Gen Z motherfuckers saying, oh, Florida can do that too. No, they can't. Florida was bought. When they originally, when they first joined, they joined. But when the Confederacy fell, they didn't file the act we filed. Therefore, the Union bought Florida. Therefore, America owns Florida. America does not own Texas. That is what I'm going to sit here and get through y'all's fucking stupid-ass Gen Z's heads. If it means I have to personally come find y'all and beat it into your heads, I will. United States does not own Texas. There's a reason Texas is the only state in the United States that can fly our flag at the same height of the United States. These schools that are not doing that, it's actually breaking Texas code of conduct and can be shut down for it. Because Texas flag is the only flag that's allowed to be flied as high as the United States. And if you come at me and say any other states can, no, they can't. That's something against the USA Constitution. They can't do it. But since Texas was not bought, and we joined, not once, but twice, we can do it. There's a reason Texas is the only state that has Not only one anthem, they have two. The United States national anthem, and then Texas's own anthem. Tell me what state has that? None. Texas will never ban the Confederacy. Will never ban anything about Robert E. Lee, the Dixie flag, or anything. Texas doesn't obey to United States rules. Texas doesn't obey to the elites. Here's the thing, I'm going to tell you now. Texas's government is a different breed of government. Their own government is scared of Texans because they know we will walk up into Austin with guns, escort their ass out of the office, and tell them get. They're fired. And the governor or anybody looks at it as, well, this is our office. No, bitch, this is the people's office. You know why? Because Texas is the only state in the United States that still have fucking balls. Every other state, I do not give a fuck. Oh, these people are going, oh, well, Florida was fired, shot us fault. No, bitch, no. Eventually, Florida followed in suit. All you dumbasses just didn't want to fucking do it in Florida. Texas is the only first state that said they will not issue the mask mandate anymore. Will not issue the fucking shot. All the other certain states are following, where Floridians are trying to claim they did first. No, y'all followed. Every other southern state is a blind fucking sheep. They cannot lead. They follow. Therefore, there's a reason they was bought out by the United States. They follow. They're fucking sheeps. They cannot lead. Texas is not a sheep. Texas is a country that can... Okay, put it this way. Texas is not a state to the United States. Texas is a country inside of the United States. Think about it. Think about it. When I say Texas is not a state to the United States. Texas is a country inside of the United States. Think about it, and think about what I said. What state is allowed to fly their flag at the same height as the United States? What state has their own anthem? None. Think about it. Texas is a different breed. Texas is not technically a state of the United States. We are, but we're not. We're technically a country inside of the United States. Here's the thing. Everybody's like, well, what are you going to do with the military? The United States military is the biggest military. Wrong. And there's the reason to say wrong. All of the United States big military bases. People's like, oh, y'all just have Fort Hood, that's it. No, bitch, no. We have more than this Fort Hood. All the United States big, quote unquote, big military bases that does every type of options. Navy, Air Force, Army, Marines, Coast Guard, even the Space Force now. Every branch of the military, their big military bases are not where y'all think they are. They're in the state of Texas. Fort Hood can hold up, I think, over close to 1 million people, if not more, plus the tanks and shit. So here's the thing. With that being said, Texas flees from the United States. There goes most of the United States' military. Texas makes up majority of the United States military. Texas makes up majority of the United States military. The only reason we don't use none of our bases for training is because that's just no. We just don't do that. But Texas leaves the United States. There goes the majority of the United States military. There goes the majority of the United States' money. There goes the United States' access to electricity, to water. When the United States' power grid goes down, who the fuck do you think gets y'all back up online? Ain't the fucking feds. It's Texas. Since we own our own power grid, we get y'all asses back up, online and going. Granted, our power grid crashed, but here's the thing. Where the news, mainstream media, reported it as a malfunction in the system. No, it wasn't a malfunction in the system. There is proof out there. They was ordered to shut off the power grid so feds can come here and help. When damn straight our power grid could have held up to that shit, and they know our power grid could have held up to that shit. For crying out loud, Texas power grid can hold up to a tornado, can hold up to a hurricane. You probably shoot a damn nuke at that damn power grid and it'll look at you and go, ha, that's cute. That's how strong Texas power grid is. See, where everybody thinks, oh, Texas was hurt, Texas was harmed, they was wounded by this storm. No, all that fucking winter storm did was make Texas 10 times stronger. So I'd be careful, you motherfucking Gen Z bitches that are not in Texas, and the ones in Texas. Be careful what you say to me. Like I said, Texans are a different breed. We don't give a fuck. We do not listen to the government. We will hurt their fucking snowflake ass fucking feelings and not give two rats ass about it. And not give two rats ass at all. That's why I will sit here and say what I say about all my exes, and I don't give a fuck if they come on here crying, threatening to commit suicide. Do it. Fucking do it. I'm a different breed. Texans are a different breed. We don't give a fuck about snowflake feelings. You know what we'll tell you? Oh, we hurt your feelings? Oh, boo fuckity who. Go cross the river and build us a fucking bridge. And here's the thing. That river better be deeper than the Red River and the DL Grand River. That bridge better be bigger than the fucking River Walk Bridge. Ugh, fucking English. There's a reason Texans will sit there and look at you and go, remember the Alamo. That's all we say is remember the Alamo. Every Texan knows what the Alamo means to us. But yet when we say that to you dumbass snowflakes, you're all like, huh? What does that mean? And all I gotta say to that is, remember the Alamo. Remember how Texas originally went free from Mexico. I need to quit doing that shit. But remember how we originally went free from Mexico. There's a reason Texas cries out, remember the Alamo. That Alamo ain't just a joke. That Alamo is everything to a Texan. To the Texans, that Alamo is the reason we are free. So yet again, I will say, remember the Alamo. So with that being said, chat, when I tell you, remember the Alamo, that ain't no fucking joke. That is serious fucking matter for a Texan. Serious fucking matter. with that being said, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna let my mom go take out the dogs and shit and deal with the cat. But what I just said, take to heart, think about it, and then comment on my on this video. That being said, too, chat, I love y'all. Like we always say around here, stay a rebel, stay free, stay safe. Be a Texan. I love y'all.